Hello and welcome to Loanology, your go-to podcast for unlocking the secrets of the mortgage and real estate world. I'm Jonathan Wells, and I'm here to guide you through everything from first-time homebuyer grants to the latest trends in real estate. Whether you're buying your first home, looking to refinance, or simply interested in the market, you're in the right place. Each week, we'll dive deep into topics that matter to you, the consumer. We'll demystify the mortgage process, explore innovative financial solutions, and provide you with the tools and knowledge you need to navigate the real estate market confidently. From interviews with industry experts to tips on improving your credit score and securing the best mortgage rates, Loanology is your ultimate resource for all things mortgage and real estate. So, whether you're here to learn a few tips, find your next home, or just curious about the market, tune in and let's make your real estate journey a successful one. What is up, everybody? Jonathan Wells here, back with another episode of Loanology. I am actually recording this in my car, believe it or not. That is how dedicated I am to this podcast and to bringing you all, different financial tips, tricks, and things that we can do to, just help make your financial situation better. So currently the AC is out at my house, so I am at a friend's and popped out really quickly just to record this podcast here for you before it goes live tomorrow. So didn't really have any guests on last week. If you want to submit a question, go to my Instagram. There's a link on there to Linktree. There's an actual form you can fill out to submit a question, or just reach out to me directly and I can get your question on there. I can even have you record a voicemail. I'm more than happy to, find any method we can do to get more content on. I would love to do segments where I answer questions that people have and, go from there. So today we're going to talk about debt consolidation and refinances. So this week is a little bit more of a refinance kick, than most, just because we have had a lot of positive economic data coming in towards interest rates moving lower. And so I want to get ahead of the curve there and, really kind of whisper in your ear on some things that, we could certainly help you out with possibly. So let's do this. Okay, so let's take a look. So most people, when they're looking at doing a refinance, maybe you bought, in the last 2 years, your rate's in the sevens, rates go down to sixes, right? Like in the 6% range. Well, at that point, obviously it makes sense for you to take a look at a refinance because, if you save money on that interest rate and have a lower interest rate, it's going to give you a lower monthly payment, which means you're paying less in interest, which means you could put the same amount of money towards your mortgage payment. Let's say you're saving $100 a month, put that extra $100 towards principal. You're making the same payment you were making before. You're just paying off more principal. You have your loan paid off, let's say, between 5 and 10 years earlier, right? It's a really great option for you, to pay off the mortgage earlier, save more money, get a higher net worth in real estate, things like that, right? However, what happens if, your rate's 4% and rates are in the sixes, but because of inflation, because of, maybe, you lost your job, or maybe the market wasn't as great, you've, gotten into some debt, whatever it is. Let's say you have $30,000 in credit card debt and a mortgage rate that's 4% and rates are now 6%, right? Most people wouldn't think that it makes sense for you to refinance in that position, but I want to share with you, something that may work, right? So let's say currently right now, your total existing payments for your mortgage, let's just assume you bought a home for $525,000, just to use, some basic numbers, and you put down 20%, let's say, 3 years ago when rates were in the 3% range, right? Let's say you lock in at 3.99. So your principal and interest is $2,000 a month. Taxes and home insurance are around $616 a month. And then let's say you've got a car loan for $760 a month, and you've got, 30 or 40 grand in credit card debt that right now you're paying $1,880 on, which is not out of the question. And, your rates on those are 25 to 30%, right? So if you were to take out a loan today and you do a refi up to 80% of the home's value, you could you could pay off, let's say, your $40,000 in credit card debt. You pay that off, you'd still have $28,000 left over, right? You could make a dent in the car payment if you wanted to, or you could have that as liquid savings, or you could put that towards, um, you know, maybe kids' college fund, retirement plans, like whatever, right? A lot of times when my clients pull cash out, I tell them, have the money that you want to put away in savings. Let's say it's $20,000, you've got $8,200 left. Live off of that $8,200 and increase your retirement contributions to help you max out your 401k or things like that, right? Because typically, you're pulling cash out of a property that's not going to count as income typically. And, if you're able to put more of your income into your retirement account, it's going to help reduce your tax liability, when you go to file your income taxes. So all good things. If you decided to pull out the 28,200 plus pay off the 40 grand in credit card debt at the same time, you would actually reduce your total monthly payment out the door for everything by $720 a month. So if you put that $729 back on top of your principal, so again, you're making the same payment you were making before with everything, you're just now putting it towards the home, you would actually pay off your home 9 years and 10 months earlier, and you would save 118 payments, right? So that would be a total savings of, almost $500,000 between all the interest and everything else that you're saving just from those payments, right? So that's a really powerful tool for people to use if you are in a position where you have higher consumer debt right now. Let's say, and again, this goes for anybody, your rate could be 2%. If you have super high consumer debt, credit card debt, unsecured debt, things like that, that are in the high teens to 30% ranges on those, debt items, it does make sense for you to look into doing a refinance on your primary residence to consolidate that debt, make the same payment towards the mortgage, have it paid off years quicker, and, go from there on the steps of your financial journey. Another thing I'd recommend too is taking portions. So let's say you didn't put the whole thing on it. Let's say out of that $729, you took $200 and you put it towards, maybe you're going to go do something fun once a month that you enjoy doing, like a hobby or something like that. Then you're going to take, the $350 and put it back on your mortgage to pay that off quicker. And then you're going to take the extra, well, let's say it's $330. So now you've got, an extra $200 a month to put into savings or something like that, right? Your financial journey is your financial journey. It should mirror the things that you want to accomplish in the short term, medium term, and long term. And, again, this is just a great way for you to free up monthly cash flow, which is going to allow you to put more money towards, debt and, build your financial future. Another thing that I wanted to point out as well is, let's say you did not want to take out the money to put, for cash on hand. If you just reduced your loan balance on the new mortgage by $28,000, you would actually now save $917 a month. And instead of paying off your loan in 9 years and 10 months, 9 years and 10 months sooner, you would actually save 11 years and 9 months. So you'd save like 2 years off of that mortgage. And that would save you in total payments $585,000. So again, if you want a copy of the report that I put together here, more than happy to share it with you. I'll actually download it now. And yeah, if this can help you or somebody that you know that is in a position where they have a lot of consumer debt and it might make sense for them to do a refinance to consolidate that, please share this video with them or reach out to me. You can shoot me an email, John, Jon, Wells, WELLS, at leader, LEADER, the number 1.com. Or feel free to shoot me a text, 219-689-3626. I'm always more than happy to, give you free advice and help you along the journey, of your financial independence. So thank you so much for tuning into this episode, and